What we're going to cover in this video is you can see where we were with our index page and we're going to continue on with this. So we have our body area. I'm going to open a caret and we're going to use the H tag, which is for headlines. Hang on a sec. This is the exercise 1 page on my website, and you can see that all the exercises are listed on this page, but we're going to go to exercise 1, and that's what we're covering. So it's the basic HTML elements and text styles. So we already talked about how the skeleton, the basic elements on every page are the doc type, the HTML tag, the head area, which is the thinking area, and the body area. And I already added this lesser than item, just because I'm ready to get on to the next part. So the next thing we're going to do is talk about headline tags. So that's what the H tag is. So we're going to do a bunch of H tags, and they range in size from H1, which is the biggest, down to H6, which is the smallest. And the one thing that's common about them is that they're bold. So they look like headlines. Even if they're small, they look like a headline because the font is bold. And then we have, we'll add an attribute to the opening tag only, and we can tell it, we'll say a line, and then we can tell it left, center, or right. And by default, well, first, let's put an H1 tag, lowercase H1, and I'm closing my caret. So these are called carets. Forgot to tell you on that. And I'm going to go ahead and say this is a web page. And then I'm going to close my H1 tag, and we'll hit save. And we're going to go over here and hit refresh. And you can see this is my page. Let's open it up, and you can see this is my first web page. That was up here in the title area, my first web page. And we just added a H1 tag, which is a headline, and so here it is. It's in the body area, and here is the body area on your browser page. So you can see how it shows up. And so when you're writing code, what you should do is write a little and check it on your browser. Just hit refresh and it'll pop right up. So you can see what size that H1 tag is. Let's go ahead and write another create another H tag. So we'll say H2 because again it went from H1 all the way to H6. So let's look at an H2 tag and see what, so we'll say this is an H2 tag or element, and we'll close the H2. And again, the closing tag looks similar. Make sure they match. So we have an H and we have a 2, but we put that / because that says stop. So I'm hitting save. Make sure you hit save, and then I'll come over here and hit refresh. So you can see the H tag is a little bit smaller than the H1 tag. And again, it's bold. So I'm going to real quick put in H3, and this is H3 tag. And close that. So make sure you open a caret / write H3 and close the caret and save and hit refresh. And I'm going to go ahead and stop a minute and just add some more. Well, I'll just keep doing it. So we have H4. We'll see that. This is an H4 tag and or element again. I just call them tags. That's a common name for it. Oops, I have to make sure I close it with an H4. So sometimes I talk faster than I'm thinking, or type faster. So you can see they keep getting smaller. So make sure you use them all, because I want you to experiment when you're writing code so you know what things look like. The exercises are where you experiment. So we want to do an H5 tag and close that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put an H6 tag too. I don't know why my phone keeps pinging. I should turn it off. That's annoying. And close my H6 tag. So save. And you don't really need the extra space there. Sometimes I put them in, sometimes I don't. So hit refresh. And so you can see they starts out big. That's H1. Let's go all the way down to an H6, which is pretty small, but it's still bold. Now what we want to, I'm going to go ahead and stop here and we'll talk about alignments in the next video.